Peabody here. You're just in time to join Sherman and me on another journey into history.
What year shall I set the Wayback Machine for, Mr. Peabody?
1191, Sherman.
And the place?
The Holy Land, where we look in on the Crusades led by that indestructible English monarch, Richard the Lionhearted. The Wayback transported Sherman and me to our destination, but as luck would have it, we arrived in the midst of a battle royal between the Saracens and the English. However, it was a battle of short duration.
Golly, Mr. Peabody, all of a sudden everybody stopped fighting.
I beg your pardon, soldier, but has the enemy surrendered?
Oh, no, it's merely tea time. We always stop for our afternoon tea.
Taking advantage of the brief recess, Sherman and I proceeded to seek out King Richard. It wasn't until we came across a regal tent at the rear of the lines that we heard...
You dared to attack the King of England, do you? Well, take that, and that!
Sounds like King Richard's in trouble.
We entered, but saw no signs of the enemy.
Arm yourselves if you value your lives.
But who are you fighting?
Him.
Good heavens, a mouse!
Yes, I was halfway through my Roquefort when the monster attacked.
Couldn't you scare him off?
Me scare him?
Surely your majesty is not afraid of mice.
Mice, fish, canaries, people, buildings, trees, you name it, I'm afraid of it.
But why do they call you Lionhearted?
A misnomer. Actually, I'm chicken-hearted.
I would imagine that the war is going badly.
Oh, yes. So far, I've lost 2 wedges of Roquefort, a slice of Limburger.
Not your war, your highness. The war outside.
Oh, that one. Yes, I wonder how it's going.
We soon found out.
Bad news, your grace!
Out with it, man. Are we retreating?
Worse than that, we've run out of tea.
That is bad news.
The situation called for an urgent meeting between Richard and his chiefs of staff.
I say we should call the whole thing off. We're running low on crumpets.
Gentlemen, I have a plan that would end the war in 1 hour.
Wizard. Absolutely wizard. What is your plan?
Who leads the Saracens?
Saladin.
Then you meet Saladin on the field of battle. Whoever wins, wins the war. How does that strike you?
Unconscious.
We adjourned to a practice area where I drilled Richard in the art of medieval warfare. This is a crossbow, sire. You merely pull the trigger and release the arrow in the direction of your opponent.
You mean like this?
Yes, like that. Of course, your aim was bad.
I see what you mean.
Next, I instructed him in the handling of a mace.
You mean you want me to smash that dummy with this?
Exactly. Pretend it's Saladin.
Oh, I can't do it. I'm much too much of a coward.
You must force yourself, sire. Now swing hard. And swing he did, launching a most prodigious blow.
Couldn't I challenge Saladin to a game of parcheesi or something?
No, you have to fight him. I guess you'll have to use this magic sword.
Magic sword, Mr. Peabody?
Yes. Don't you remember, Sherman? This piece of steel was fashioned by a dervish in Damascus. Whosoever wieldeth it possesses the courage of 20 lions.
You mean if I fight Saladin with his sword, I can't lose?
Precisely.
Psst. Is it really a magic sword?
Of course not, Sherman, but it may give him confidence. And so King Richard faced the fierce Saladin, and although Saladin was a master swordsman, when the smoke cleared...
Yay! Long live the king!
Later, inside Richard's tent, I disclosed the truth about the so-called magic sword.
I don't believe it.
It's true, Your Grace. Look at the inscription. Made in Japan, not Damascus.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You mean your victory over Saladin?
Oh, no. The fact that I can now look a goldfish in the eye without flinching.
Thus, from that day forward, Richard lived up to the name Lionhearted. In fact, he never took a walk without at least 2 lions on a leash. Yes, Richard was lion-hearted, all right. But of course, he was no fool.